Hey, it is Gary, and I am not as pissed as the last video. Helicopter down, I'm pissed part 2. So recently, I shared with you a video of my raw emotions of some of the things that entrepreneurs go through, and I share that with you because I think sometimes you see the outside stuff, the fun, cool stuff, and I want to share with you now, going through all the crap I did and my company did last week, what the end result was. And I think you're going to find it quite pretty friggin' cool, amazing. If you have not subscribed, I'd love to have you subscribe to our channel. I'd appreciate that. We got hacked some time ago, and we're trying to rebuild our community, and love to see your comments. So this video that I'm talking about, let me share it, just a quick, that's the video. If you see this video on our channel, you want to, after watching this video, go to that video. And I'm going to share with you just a minute or two of this video so you get the story. If you haven't watched it, I'll just give you a quick, little foundation, cliff note of it. We were working on our program for our mastermind in the Bahamas. This is where we take our clients, we take them to the Bahamas, we give them an incredible coaching day to help them coach their business. One of the things I focus on is helping authors, speakers, or coaches transform 1 year's worth of income into one event. And when we put this together, we decided, I'm going to go ahead and throw in just really cool stuff. I'll get the helicopter and pick everybody up. And people came in from all over the country, and the helicopter did not work. It was grounded. Here's a quick clip of it. Today, I am pissed. I'm going to give you an insider's view what goes on behind an entrepreneur's mind. I want to have you walk through with me what goes through a customer's mind when you have a huge issue that you, the entrepreneur... Okay, no need to have you go through the rest of that. You can go through that on your own time, which I strongly recommend. The mindset that I'm trying to help incorporate into your thinking, and everybody knows it, they say it, but do you really do it? And it's the ability to push through your emotions and make sure you're constantly taking action. We all know how important it is to constantly take action, but we also have to realize there are things, excuse me, that are going to slow us down and keep us from taking action. And when those things come up, it usually controls your emotions. I'm going to share with you a belief. In fact, it was a belief I shared with the group that we were together in the Bahamas, and it is probably the most powerful belief that I actually created and made it up myself, but it's a belief that I use that forces me to move forward when I don't feel like it. And when you watch that video here, this one, if you go back and watch it after this, you will see the raw emotion there. But how many times have you planned your day, you get up in the morning, you say, okay, I'm going to do this, 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 and this. And then you go do this, and then your world just like friggin' falls apart. And now you get so sidetracked emotionally, you want to throw in the towel for the day, for the hour, whatever. You get so sidetracked, you don't get the other tasks done. And the idea of getting to that next level, whatever that next level is, it takes a certain amount of action steps, whether it's 500, 5,000, and the more things that you have that keep you from taking those action steps, the slower you're going to take and the longer it's going to take for you to get to where you want to go. So you figure wherever it is that you want to go in your life, would you like to get there quicker? I'd like to get there quicker. Why? Because I'm going to enjoy it a lot longer. So here is that belief. And if you're taking notes, I'm going to strongly suggest you jot this down. If you're not taking notes, I'm going to strongly suggest you jot this down. Don't do this if you're driving a car and watching. All right, here it is. When my feelings, what feelings? My negative feelings, but when my feelings, write that down. When my feelings are not in harmony with my goals, ignore my feelings. I'll repeat that a couple times. When my feelings are not in harmony with my goals, ignore my feelings. What feelings? Your negative feelings. Well, you will see the negative feelings when you watch that video. What were my negative feelings? I'm sick and tired of this. I want to quit. I can't take it anymore. And if you know my story, which I'm not going to go into it now, when major negative things happen in my life, all the negative emotions can creep up really quickly of all my past stuff. And then it comes like a big volcano. I'm sure you've experienced that before. And it's like everything that you think can go wrong is going wrong. Well, that's where you have to come up with something to circumnavigate that negative emotion, because it's going to cause you to slow down or just stop. Never forget this. All your emotions, when you experience an emotion, let's pick two, there's positive and negative. When you have a positive emotion or a negative emotion, you're going to do one of two things. You're going to ignore it, or you're going to reward it. So let's say we have a negative emotion, such as the emotions I shared with you on this video. Those are negative emotions. If I rewarded it, what would I do? Well, the emotion says I can't take it anymore. I'm sick and tired of this. So if I reward that emotion, I what? I quit, or I dramatically slow down. If I ignore the emotion, instead of quitting, I move where? What? Forward. When my feelings, negative feelings, are not in harmony with my goals to succeed at whatever this thing is that I'm wanting to succeed at, ignore my feelings. So instead of rewarding the negative feelings, I ignored the feelings. That is so difficult for people to do, for us as humans to do, and let me quickly tell you why, and then I'm going to show you the successful video of the final outcome. The reason it's so hard to ignore your feelings when they're negative is because you have been programmed, and I have been programmed, to be a slave to our feelings. You have to learn to lead your feelings and not be a slave to them. Let me repeat that. You have to learn to lead your feelings and not be a slave to them. See, when we lead our feelings, we then have to ignore our emotions and feelings. So if we feel negative, we have to ignore that and lead as opposed to follow and reward. And when you master that, you can take more consistent action. And the reason that's also difficult to master that, anytime, and I repeat, anytime you try to do anything opposite of how you feel, you're going to feel as if you're lying. And hopefully you've been taught as a young child not to lie. So we feel like we want to quit. We feel sick and tired of this. We can't handle it anymore. And we don't feel like taking action. And now we're forcing yourself to do that. When you force yourself to do that, you will feel so uncomfortable because you're doing opposite of how you feel. But when you can do that, that is when you truly have self-mastery. All right, so I want to share with you now the results of me pushing forward, ignoring my negative emotions, taking action. Now, many times, if we could look to the future, many times it's going to work out. It doesn't always work out, but if you have the right attitude and if you move forward, more often than not, it does work out. So I'm going to share with you how it worked out. I'm so excited about this. So this is the video of the trip, short video, but you'll see the fun that we had and the success that we had in putting this program together. Hope you enjoy all this, and hope you enjoy the video. Between now and the next time we get to chat, you know what to do, and if you don't, you do now. Don't let anything or anyone rent space in your head. Enjoy the video.
Smart goals are stupid. Playing it safe is dangerous. BHAGs are for Navy SEALs, not baby SEALs.
maybe not right now, you're in a state of mind that we all need somebody sometimes to sympathize with us. And again, this is where communication comes in. If you're not effective in understanding how to communicate with people, you're gonna mean well and pat them on the shoulder, and that's the last thing they want to hear.